video here today. This will be about the world's best 2+ person overland vehicle. So this platform is not the most expensive. It's not the most well known. It's certainly not the best advertised, and it's not the widest made either. It used to be that every company made a regular cab standard bed, or what we call a regular cab short bed. It's a regular cab truck with a 6 or 6.5 foot bed. Anyway, Ford right now is the only company selling this in North America. Sounds like in 2022 Chevy's bringing theirs back. So now I built this. This is basically a tremor, So this is an FX4 leveled with 18-inch wheels with 34.5-inch tires. And this has also got the Torsen front differential, and of course the E-locking rear differential. Now, the benefit of this platform is you get something that's basically the size of a 4-door Bronco or a 4-door Jeep, but it's also pretty much 3/4 ton capable, because it's so light, and it has the 9 3/4 inch rear end, which is the old 3/4 ton axle. It has 3/4 ton. So yeah, it's going to give you pretty close to 3/4 ton payload. Now, the other benefit to this is it's rather inexpensive. So in comparison to something something like a Troopy, this truck was in 18. I bought it for around 41,000 Canadian dollars, which would be Australian dollars pretty close, 41,000, with a 400 horsepower V8 and a 10-speed transmission, 373s. The axle's done, everything done. No camper. So you can lease it. Leased it for like $400 a month. You just can't find a platform like this anywhere else. And with any luck, Chevy will start to compete with this. I'm a little disappointed that Ford is not bringing us the Tremor version. But you can go into the Ford Performance Parts catalog and buy all the parts and build it yourself, or have the Ford dealer build it and have the warranty on all the parts. Anyway, this is just one of those things. I just wanted to do a little video, and one question somebody asked me about was space inside. So anyway, when you go and look inside, I'm on a trip right now, and seats are big, comfortable, cushy. That center is a seat. It's a flip-up console, so that flips up, makes a third seat. You get a third seat here in the middle, and but it's also a console that's wide enough to eat off of. I don't know if you get an idea. That's 1.5 feet wide. So like if you're driving a Land Cruiser, you're definitely not eating off the console. So lots of room down there to store stuff. Rubber floors. One thing that was asked of me was, what's the seating position like? So, and I just wanted to show people that these regular cabs do recline. The seats do recline. That's about where I would use it when I'm driving. And that's enough to lay down on the side of the road if you need to. It's not really a place to sleep, but it does give you a spot to rest your eyes if you're waiting for a ferry or something like that. If you want to really sleep, you get into the back. So now this is an AT Habitat, so it's not like the wedge style camper like Andrew St. Pierre White uses, but AT does make that. They call it a Summit, and but you would flip this one open. So this one opens like right to the back, and you can see. So this gives you a platform on the far hanging out area, that cantilevered bit. That's where you sleep, and then you can stand up in the back of the truck. So this system is a little, takes a little longer to set up than a wedge style camper, but it gives you a lot more space. So still gives you, it's really practical when you back it up. If you're pulling into a roadside spot and you can back up onto the grass, it's quick and easy, and you can barbecue under it. And if you have the time, like here you're on the beach and you want to set up, you can set up a kind of a little ground room there with it as well. So gives you lots of space, and it's light. It's only about 400 pounds, and certainly goes in any trail that you're going to get your pickup down with a roof rack on. So anyway, just kind of an idea that you can have something with more space than your Land Cruiser. You can have something with more towing capacity, more power, just kind of more all the way around, and have it for about half the price or less. So this would certainly be way less than half the price. Now, when you take it off road and I was doing some trails today, which are like clay roads. So certainly most of the way you could get through there in a Honda Civic, but yeah, this is what we call heritage roads or covered roads. Great places on PEI here to find a good spot to spend the night out of prying eyes. So, and these roads can be, mostly they're good, but they can be rutted. You can get water erosion in them, and today there were some places with some standing water. And clay is not like dirt. It's not like mud. It's not like it's not like gravel or that type of thing, or sand. When it gets wet, clay is like slime. It's terrible slippery stuff. So you don't want to be on too much of an incline when you're on wet clay. But anyway, yeah, I wouldn't have made it through in a Civic today, but no issues in the truck. So anyway, and this is the reason, no issues. There's got some new Mickey Thompsons. This is the Baja Boss AT, and it's a nice tire. It's winter rated, so it's got that three-peak mountain snowflake symbol on it, and good deep treads and lots of siping and that type of thing. So I think they're going to be good in the winter. They're soft. They're certainly now these are 295/70 18s, and they claim 34.6 inches tall. Certainly a different size than my Firestone. Firestone only claimed 34.3 inches tall. But my Firestone tire made my speedometer off by 10%, and these are only about 7. So I know that there's definitely a little bit of a difference in height compared to the Firestone. Anyway, softer, quieter, I guess, than the Firestone. We'll see how how well they last. Anyway, they look like they're kind of somewheres in the middle between a mud train and an all-train. More aggressive than a BF Goodrich KO2, but not as aggressive. Actually, probably not far off from the KM3, and not far off from a lot of those other competitors that are barking on the mud train door. So anyway, here's just a few shots of around the shoreline and stuff. But I just want. It's really hard to show, but that space between the wheels, that it's very high, and you can't. It's hard to get it on camera at a distance from a cell phone, but there's about 15 inches there. Anyway, lots of, you can see those are, as you can, 34-inch tires, so 17 inches is the center point of those tires.